Hi guys, this is Tabiasobu, and today, I'm doing another guide about Ni No Kuni 2's new adorable helpers, the Higgledies. Now in my first video I went over the basics of Higgledies, including how to get your first batch of the adorable critters. So freaking cute. Today we'll go over stuff that's a bit more advanced, which is basically how to upgrade your existing Higgledies and also create your own new ones by cooking them up in a cauldron. That's right, a cauldron. It's kind of like making beef stew, except your dish can talk. And you can't eat it, and it can fight with you in battles. In short, it's nothing like beef stew at all. Anyway, in order to be able to level up and create your own Higgledies, you will need to finish the Gold Paw arc and make it to Chapter 4. This will unlock the castle building segment of the game, allowing you to create several facilities in your own castle town. One of these facilities is the Higgledy, a nifty space that allows you to dabble in all things Higgledy. Higgle! Yeah, I can't get enough of these little guys. Before you can get your Higgledy going, however, you will need to find someone who can run it. You know, an expert of sorts who is well versed in the ways of the Higgledies. I wonder who fits that description. You are letting them kill Martha. What's that mean? Why'd you say that name? Save Martha! Yep, that's right. It's Batman and Superman's quote-unquote mom, who you saved from that ornery wyvern early in the game. Anyway, just use the handy-dandy trapdoor feature to warp straight to Auntie Martha's cottage, where you can recruit the sweet old lady. Before Auntie Martha joins you, however, you will need to do a favor for her. See, some sticky-fingered whamster apparently absconded with her prized scrubber, which she needs to clean her Higgledy cauldron. To retrieve the stolen scrubber, you'll need to track down the ratty little thief by going to the Grotty Grotto, just northwest of Auntie Martha's cottage. There you'll meet the furry little rodent and his band of pilferers. These guys are level 20, but honestly they really shouldn't present much of a challenge for you at this point. Just give them a few good whacks and Auntie Martha's scrubber is all yours. By the way, for you completionists out there, the Grotty Grotto is also where you find the first of 9 Dreamer's mazes in the game. Just talk to the mysterious Professor Milania, who will be in there watching you in the cave, and she'll hand you the Dreamer's Key, which allows you to access the doors to these mazes. Anyway, once you return to Auntie Martha and hand her the scrubber, she'll then go with you to Evermore, where you can now assign her to the Higgledy. Just for good measure, I also placed Tani and Niall in there since they had a high Higgledy aptitude, which helps improve the Higgledy's performance. So the Higgledy allows you to do a few things. One is to level up your little helpers by going to the Nurture Higgledies option. See, as I mentioned in my previous Higgledy Basics video, Higgledies don't level up through battle like your main fighters do. Instead, you have to feed them items that you get from the field. If you've been pretty diligent in picking up the shinies you see when you're out and about, chances are that you have more than enough resources to level up the Higgledies you've acquired so far to level 2. Otherwise, just make sure you build the everyday general store and assign the NPC Geralt, or Geralt, in there, who automatically joins your kingdom after the Sky Pirate chapter. The store actually stocks up several of the items required by the Higgledy to either level up your Higgledies or create new ones. Just keep in mind that they require you to spend some gold. Anyway, just pick the Higgledy you want to level up and feed the requisite items. To make things go more efficiently, you'll want to feed them their favorite stuff, which is designated by a heart symbol next to the item. You can also increase the XP you get from feeding them items if you complete the Higgledy Rearing for Beginners option in your research list. To create your own brood of the little critters, just pick the Cook Up Higgledies option. Here you will have a list of Higgledies that you can try to make, such as Fidget the Festive, or Tum Tum the Terrible. I don't know who came up with these names, but they obviously were having a lot of fun. Maybe way too much fun. Higgledies that you have materials for will have their names lit up, while those that you need to gather resources for will be grayed out. A good idea is to go for the ones that either have an element you don't have yet, have a personality that balances or synergizes well with other Higgledies in your party, or simply have skills or abilities that you like to use. While you can get most of the materials you need from the general store, Getting the requisite prisms will require you to scour mining camps, at least early on in the process. I had a few clear prisms when I first unlocked the Higgledy, for example, but didn't have any of the red, green, or blue prisms needed for the other elemental types. One neat tip, by the way, is that you can press R3 while highlighting a Higgledy in the cooking menu to bring up a list of places where you can find each resource. Now, if you have everything you need, the initial cost to cook up a Higgledy is 1000 gold, but you can lower that by 20% if you complete the Cook Great Higgledies for Less task in the research list. You can also expand the selection of Higgledies you can choose to make by finishing the various Higgledy cookbooks from your research list. These include the My First Higgledy cookbook and the My Second Higgledy cookbook, which you can research even when your facility is just at level 1. Also, one more thing before I forget, make sure you talk to Auntie Martha from time to time outside the Higgledy. Occasionally, she'll hand over a gift that the Higgledies have for you. Anyway, that's it for my second guide on Ni No Kuni 2's Higgledies. I'm sure there will be even more options later on as I level it up, but that's the information that I have so far. So what do you think about the Higgledy system? As always, feel free to leave any thoughts or questions you have in the comments section. Once again, this is Tabi Asobi, and thank you for watching.